Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Heather B. Denture Diva. How's it going? Before I get started, guys, I'm eating steak with dentures. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click that little bell button and click all my lives, my giveaways, my videos, and all sorts of stuff. So tonight I made 4 cheese macaroni with green beans and steak. And the tip, guys, to do this with steak, and I'm being serious with you, is first of all, marinate it. Make sure you cook it properly. Medium well probably would be the best, but you want to make it thin cuts of it. Oh, that's really good. You can eat anything you want with dentures as long as you have a good security of your dentures. So if you have a lot of space with dentures moving around, soft reline your denture, because no matter how much adhesive you use, your denture is going to pop. If you already know this is from the living room, kids are eating in there. But we have our kitchen table in there, the way our apartment's all set up weird. But anyway, moving along, I digress. Most people with the real teeth, doesn't matter how thick they eat it, how thick the cut. But if you want to eat steak, and what I prefer even with my real teeth is having a really slim piece. And it was just so much better. Nice and thin and buttery and oh so yummy is the best way to do it anyway. But remember, we only have just plastic teeth. So if you get a thin piece, gravy, yummy goodness. Now this is London broil, which is one of the hardest cuts to chew. I'm not having any problem except I keep stopping to talk. What I did is I went to Hannaford and I got their steakhouse marinade. That's what it's called. So good. Very flavorful. But 4 cheese macaroni noodles. And of course I had to drop some on the floor. I will get that in a minute. But you guys have to understand you can literally eat whatever you want as long as you have a good security fit on your denture. So many people are like, oh, well, my adhesive, my denture pops after as soon as when I'm eating. If it's your bottom denture popping, that means your tongue muscles are hitting it and it's pushing it up. So you need to shorten your wall to where it's right above your tongue muscles of when you go like this. You want it right above that so it doesn't knock into it. Your top denture, you talk, smile, it can knock into this. Smile can push the denture down and do all that. Or your denture's too loose. Again, you need a soft reline if it's a lot. Say like you're in your immediates for 9 months. You can get a hard reline, or you could start doing your permanent denture process, which normally people get their permanent dentures close to a year. Because your major gum shrinkage is the first year. But make sure you stay up on your soft relines. Like a month into your journey, you should have a soft reline done. About a month and a half, 2 months, depending on gum shrinkage. After that, you do another one. And you use adhesive as you go. Immediate stage is a big pain in the butt. But people also get, because of Medicaid, people can't get immediates. I couldn't either, so I had to pay out of pocket. And I had to pay it off over time. Is that Medicaid gives people their permanent dentures at like 2 months after getting extractions. Which I wish Medicaid would stop doing that, because your denture is not going to fit at all at a year. And you're going to need to do a hard reline. But Medicaid don't cover hard or soft relines, which is... They don't make it easy for denture wearers. And I can get where people would get frustrated because they don't have the money for a hard reline, which is like $500. And soft relines like $300, which aren't even worth it in my eyes. From a dentist, I'd rather do it myself. But the whole thing is that you really should get a hard reline at a year or get a permanent denture then. That's Thomas going back and forth. What he's doing, I don't know. But please make sure you don't eat steak regularly. First of all, it's not even good for your body. I don't eat a lot of red meat. I normally eat just chicken, which is high in protein and less fat. But red meat in itself is not good for you. So, and with your denture, if you don't make it thin and make it tender, eating rough, hard steak is not good for your dentures. So please make sure you're cooking them correctly. If you make it way too well done where it's hard as a rock and you do thick cuts, not good for your denture at all. That flavoring is so good. But so many people said, Heather, I want to see you do a video of steak with dentures, so here I am. All you do, guys, is cook it to where it's tender. But it's how you cut it. So when you cut your slices, make sure they're thin slices. Put some gravy with it. Like I do beef gravy. Put it with the marinade. And it's nice and tender where we can still enjoy eating again. People think with dentures you can't eat. I eat whatever the hell I want. And like I tell people tips and tricks, information that are facts that I know that can help you. And it's people's choices whether they do it or not. Like eating nuts. Totally not supposed to do that with dentures. But people do it anyway. But I like to warn people so they don't sit back and say, hey, I wish I knew that. Blah, blah, blah. At least they know that and it's their choice. Because their teeth are plastic, guys. They can break easily. That's why they have a list if you even Google it yourself. Every dentist website, even freaking WebMD and Mayo Clinic and all those places, John Hopkins, they all say do not eat. Every dentist site too will all tell you not to eat nuts with dentures. And other things as well. They're so good. The flavoring of this is amazing. But people always say, Heather, how do you know you chew your food enough? You can use your tongue and feel around. That and you can feel the pressure of wherever it is on how much you need to. But I use my tongue to see how much I chew. If you do not chew your food correctly, you can choke. And it's harder to digest, so you're going to cause heartburn, indigestion, and everything else on you. You got to make sure you chew your food correctly, guys. Because, you know, there's a lot of... I get you guys being frustrated with this process. I was in the beginning, too. But honestly, without Denture Fit, Dr. B, and Fix-It-Out, my life would be a whole lot difficult. I gotta say, the steak was very good. I could have took it out a little sooner, but still yummy. And I did green beans, vegetable. So guys, I'm telling you right now, you can eat anything. Yes, you can eat steak with dentures. Of course you can. Just make sure you cook it right. And like I told you guys, the thinner the cut, the easier to chew. So good. Like I said, if anybody has a Hannaford by them, I got their steak house marinade. If you want to try it. It is very flavorful. Stevie's been sniffing out the dinner since I started making it.
It's so good.
See? The voice from beyond. So, my denture's not moving. I have a tight security fit on it. Even if it does move, you can easily put it back. You can easily hold it down, eat on both sides. It controls the denture. It has even pressure on both sides if you have that kind of a problem. Or if you don't like to use adhesive. That's so good. But as you guys see, I don't have a problem eating steak whatsoever. And I like food far too much. But if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, just comment down below. I'm always here to help you guys, answer you, do the best that I can. But remember, eating steak every day or twice a week is not good for you. Red meat is actually quite bad for you. If I use ground meat, beef, I use the 90% lean because it's better for you. Or I used to always use ground turkey. Tastes almost similar in most things. I drink about 4 of these a day. 32 ounces. But, thank you guys for watching me. Don't forget, anything is possible, guys. Don't give up. Have a great night, guys. Later.